Everybody wants the greenest lawn on the block, but most people get caught up in the same cycle, year after year, spinning their wheels and not really seeing much progress. And a lot of that boils down to one thing: timing. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you that I subscribe to the Yogi Berra theory of lawn care, and that's that having a nice lawn is 90% mowing and the other half is everything else. And that's going to include fertilizing, that's going to include water, whatever weed killer you want to use. But that doesn't mean that those things aren't important, and timing is everything if you want to get the most out of your lawn care routine. What's up, guys? I'm Rhett. Welcome back to Lawn Insider. Speaking of timing, it is currently late March. We finished our scalping project last week, and right now we are in the ugly duckling phase where we're waiting for the lawn to completely green up post-scalp and come into its own. So if you happen to be watching this video, have a Bermuda lawn, and aren't exactly sure where to start this year, you're in the right spot. All right, step one, and remember, this is going to be for people with Bermuda grass lawns. We're going to try to make this easy on everyone, and that is going to be to scalp your lawn. And if you don't know what a lawn scalp is, if that's a foreign idea to you, that just means that you are lowering the deck of your mower. Most of you guys are going to use rotary mowers below whatever your maintenance height of cut is going to be the rest of the year. So if you plan on maintaining at 2 inches all year, then your scalp needs to be at about 1.5 or 1.25 inches. Now, when you do this and you mow over your lawn, you're going to create a lot of lawn clippings. You want to make sure that you do collect those lawn clippings. So if you have a bag, go over it with the bag, vacuum all those lawn clippings up and get them out of there, because we don't want to take the chance of suffocating our freshly scalped lawn. And I can already see the comment section. Somebody's going to say, no, you're wrong. You should put out the pre-emergent application first. And normally I don't disagree with you, but in this case we're talking about people who are new to the DIY lawn game, and the thing that is going to make the biggest visual difference for them is going to be the lawn scalp. Now, with that being said, those people chirping about pre-emergent in the comment section, they are not wrong. So the next thing we want to do is put out a pre-emergent. I usually use prodiamine products, and I do recommend prodiamine, but you can use anything that is labeled as a pre-emergent from your local big box store. If you're unfamiliar with the term pre-emergent, it does exactly what the name suggests. It's going to create a barrier across your entire lawn and help prevent future weeds. Now, if you have existing weeds in your lawn, it's not going to knock those out. And if you did wait to make your application until you saw this video, more than likely you're going to face some weed issues later in the season, but we're going to have to treat those weeds with a post-emergent, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. If you're getting value from this content, please leave a thumbs up below, drop a comment, and consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel. Now back to the video. Step 3 is going to be to fertilize, but there is going to be a caveat on this one. If you have a weed-infested lawn, I actually call that a salad bar. If you can't take a step without seeing a dozen different types of weeds, then you want to go ahead and skip this step. But if you are going to fertilize, I don't care which fertilizer you use. Go to a big box store, pick up whatever they have, go to a Site One or a Ewing, pick up a bag, follow whatever the label says, and throw her down. If you're hearing this information and you're already overwhelmed, don't worry, I have the perfect resource for you. Stick around to the end of the video and it's yours, no strings attached. Now I'm going to give you step 4, 4.5, and 5. Step 4 is going to be to raise your mower to the maintenance height of cut and start your normal mowing schedule. And we want that to be at least twice a week. That's very important for people with Bermuda grass because we're mowing really low. Try to get out there and mow at least twice a week. 4.5, this is going to be for those folks that didn't put out the fertilizer on step 3. So they have some current weed pressure in their lawn. Continue your mowing schedule, and then after about 2 weeks, go out, find some post-emergent. You can go to the store, pick the label that says it's going to knock out the most weeds, buy some post-emergent, follow the label, and apply it to your lawn. We need to try to knock out as many of those weeds as possible, but we want a larger surface area for that weed killer to lay on. That's why we're going to wait a couple of weeks before applying. And then step 5 is going to be to make sure that your lawn is getting 1 inch of water per week. If that doesn't come from Mother Nature, and right now we're in a pretty big drought here in South Central Texas, then you need to do it with your irrigation system or a hose or a soaker hose. Whatever it takes, we need to get out 1 inch of water in the lawn per week. don't worry, that resource is still headed your way, but I did want to jump in here and give y'all a little bit more of an in-depth update on how the lawn is recovering post-scalp. I already told y'all that this is what I call the ugly duckling period in the lawn. So you have to cut it down and make it look really ugly when you scalp. That's when you're cutting it all the way down to the dirt. And then it's gonna end up looking really, really nice when it completely greens up. But there is a transition period there, you know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks where your lawn is recovering and trying to get up to its full potential. And let me show you a few things. So when you scalp, one thing you'll notice is that these areas that get more shade in your lawn, they're gonna take a longer time to recover. So for instance, I have this spot along the edge of my house and in the backyard along the edge of my back wall, and those areas green up more slowly. So you can just see more yellow here. And don't judge me for the trim lines. I haven't got out my trimmer yet, or my edger for that matter. And I do have some weeds that I'll either pull or possibly treat here with a post-emergent in not too long. But I also wanted to show y'all the backyard. Before I show you the backyard, let's get a close-up look. I know everybody likes seeing, this will be the first one of the season here. So a close-up look of the turf, and now we'll jump to the back. Okay, we just jumped to the backyard, and this is the main playground for the kids and the dogs, as you can probably tell. But it's actually not doing too badly recovering up against the wall here. Usually it does recover a little bit more slowly up against the house. And I think it is lagging a little bit, but overall we are pretty green. And back here I would say we might be at like 90% green up or so. I do have these urine spots, and this is just from when the dogs came out over the course of the winter, didn't want to stray too far from the porch, and they just use the restroom in the same spots over and over and over again, and you do end up getting those pee spots in your yard. But that's nothing I'm going to worry about. As it heats up and the Bermuda grass really takes off, most of those spots will just fill in naturally. If you've stuck around till this point in the video, first of all, thank you. And second of all, it's about to pay off. I mentioned a resource for y'all earlier, and it is the Lawn Insider Bermuda Grass Calendar. It's on my website, and I have a link to it in the description box below the video. You are more than welcome to click on that link, go and save the calendar or save an image of the calendar. There is no email sign up required, no strings attached at all. Just go on there and use it as a resource. Tape it on your fridge, tape it in your garage, whatever you need to do with it. I'm also going to put a copy of it on the screen right now, and you are more than welcome to take a screenshot of this as well. I want to be an asset to you guys, and hopefully you can use this resource as the year goes on. Remember, we are not just going to spin our wheels this year. We're going to have an approach, stick to it, and see results. So I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up right here. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, please leave it a like. If you're enjoying the content and want to continue to see more of it, hit that black subscribe button below the video. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave those in the comment section below. I'll see y'all again soon. Go get you that calendar. Lawn Insider out.